for God. Do you ever stop and think about God? Many people are thinking about God today because we've seen that science does not have an answer to all of our problems. We are seeing that technology cannot solve all of our problems. And so thousands of young people in Europe and in America are beginning to talk about God. Some of them are going to India to see if they can find peace in their hearts. Some of them are going and studying yoga. And they're going into all sorts of different sects and groups searching for God. Some of them are going out into the desert and sitting under the stars and watching the stars. Have you ever wondered about God? Someone asked me at a university one day, can you prove God exists? And I answered, no. I cannot put God in a test tube. I cannot put God in a laboratory and say, here's God. How do I know that God exists? All the evidence seems to indicate that he does. I look up in the starry sky and I say there must be a God. I look at the beautiful nature round about me and I say there must be a God. I see the birth of a baby. Gary Player was telling us yesterday how he saw the birth of his last child. And he said, as I watched that, I knew that there had to be a God. But there's another reason. Deep in your heart, you have a conscience. And your conscience tells you there must be a God. Something down inside tells me there must be a God. And the Bible tells us that this God is the creator of all the universe. In Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now in that passage in Genesis 1, there is no explanation. There's no attempt to prove God. It just says, in the beginning, God. Because everybody believes in God. Oh, but you say, I've met some atheists. You met some atheists that hadn't had any real trouble yet. But you find a person who claims he's an atheist and let someone announce to him that he has terminal cancer, and he'll say, my God, help me. Or he get into a battle or get into a difficult spot, he'll say, my God, help me. I remember Mr. Khrushchev was touring the United States. And of course, being the head of the Communist Party in the Soviet Union, he didn't believe in God. But one day he let slip several things. He quoted several passages of Scripture, and he called them old Russian sayings. And then he said, may God have mercy upon you. Then he caught himself and he said, of course, I don't believe in God. But you see, down inside, something in Mr. Khrushchev was saying, you believe in God. Yes, all men know that there must be a God. He is the creator. By the word of the Lord were the heavens made.